Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? It's good to see you virtually. And spring is definitely here, and Easter is definitely gone. I'm starting a new series basically called Visions, and about things that have happened after a little bit before and after my realignment, so to speak. And at any rate, what is a vision? And what is a dream? According to the internet, visions alone are simply a dream. It's only when we add action that our dreams or visions can move towards becoming a reality or a profound memory. Visions are a scripted effort to affect change. The word vision, in my opinion, has three distinct meanings. Number one, for example, an earthly bound vision could be a planned camping trip in the future, the way you envision it or form an idea of what it would be like. Or perhaps a new job, a car, a house, relationship. And, the list is really long here, what you can think of in the future, so to speak. A vision is something seen in a dream, trance, or religious euphoria, especially a supernatural appearance that usually conveys a revelation. Visions generally have more clarity than dreams. But traditionally, pure psychological or emotional connections, what are emotional connections? And this is pretty much off the internet. A connotation or connection refers to an emotional or a psychological association to a word or words. The vision or dream experience is what it's talking about, basically. The connotation of words goes beyond its strict meaning to express the feelings, thoughts, and images the word suggests or evokes. The words are words. You get that? I didn't either much. So I just get back to something a little bit more simple here. Jesus was a man of vision and action. And this was very clear in Matthew 9 when he sent out his 12 followers to the towns in Israel. Then he commissioned his followers to go to all the world. His visions with action, after his vision, his actions moved into becoming a reality. The third use of vision, of course, were the folks who were prophets in the Bible, using their visions and profound dreams to predict future events. So what is the difference between a dream and what I call a profound dream? According to the dictionary, dreams are drifts of our imagination. A dream is a succession of images, ideas, emotions, and sensations that usually occur involuntarily in the mind during certain stages of sleep, if you sleep. The content and functions of dreams are not fully understood, although they have been a topic of scientific and philosophical and religious interest throughout recorded history. What is a profound dream? We all have dreams. I hope at least you have dreams. I forget mine all the time. There are some dreams I wake up, with a type of promise to myself to remember it. And for the life of me, soon after I'm up, I just can't remember it. It's just frustrating. And then there are some dreams that are unforgettable. You remember them for a long time, and some for your whole life. And I call these the profound dreams. What is a spiritual vision? This is from the internet. One way to know if your vision or dream comes from God is to pass it through the filter of the Bible. That is to see if your vision or dream has the same purpose as those found in the Word. I'm not exactly sure how to go through all that, and if you did, how would you do that, kinda? So, I think, though, as we grow closer to God, the communications between Him and us becomes more easy. As if you create your own pipeline, basically, or a Wi-Fi connection with Him. God loves to open up to those who become and try to become closer to Him. It is totally amazing. He also shares His love to those who don't know Him. And this is what I think. And, as He did with me. Because I had two unexplained encounters, visions or dreams, that happened to me before my life-changing event that happened in that field. It was about September 2011 when God really started talking to me by thoughts. This is before my realignment, kind of. I had issues with drinking, depression. I was not doing anything in God's name. My work in the recycling business at that time was hitting an all-time low, and I was having trouble monetarily. And during that time, I kept getting the following thoughts continually. It's like the first encounter came from a short prayer I made one night. Please help me. Please help me. I was drinking and full of depression. I felt just completely alone. I fell asleep on my couch, my only bed I had at that time in my life. And then all of a sudden, I felt this warm, gentle grip on my bicep. It was just this warm, gentle grip on my bicep. And it made me feel good, and it warmed my whole body. The warmth went right through my body. It made me feel at peace, and I just felt so peaceful. And then this profound thought came through and said, I will hold on to you. And I guess, I will hold on to you. Wow, it was really amazing. The second encounter was about 3 months or so later, in January 2012. And it was only about 1 month before my life changed. It was the same scenario as the first occurrence, sleeping on the couch, and all of a sudden I felt the presence of this large, warm hand over on my chest, over my heart. And it had the same effect. It made me feel good and warm through my body again. It made me feel at peace. It's just amazing, the feeling. And then profound thought came through and said, I will give you inner strength. I will give you inner strength. The I will hold on to you and the I will give you inner strength thoughts kept recurring in my mind. Do you think that these were visions, dreams, profound dreams, or a vivid imagination? Both these occurrences basically were setting in motion of my own self dying and my new self being reborn, which I recommend for anyone listening to this, that you need to get yourself reborn as soon as you can. And it was after my rebirth that I started receiving my visions. Some of my visions were explanations of things I didn't understand in my Bible readings and my daily encounters and devotionals and things like that. So most of them were about trying to figure out what was going through or coming out of the Bible and things I couldn't really understand. And this set the table for the next few videos coming up. The Trinity's one of them, and the God's book of my life up there, and sitting with Jesus and the animals, being a fish of all things, be ready to tell your story. And actually one of them was my journey, how my journey made it to Greeley, the Greeley Vineyard Church. Please join me in 2 weeks from now, April 25th, for the next video. Stay tuned for a little bit of music and a Bible verse today. That's it, folks. See you in 2 Sundays. Have a great day. And it shall come to pass afterwards that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men and women shall dream dreams. And your young men and women shall see visions.